Okay, y'all, so let's talk about energy and some of what it is and how we could go about protecting ourselves from certain type of energy and entities that don't mean us well. When you're walking on your healing journey and you're ascending your energy to higher heights so that you can be a better person for yourself, you're going to have to dig up and go through things that were hurtful and harmful to you in your past. You're going to have to go through and dig up the roots to things that are harmful to you now, and if you don't change them, will become even more detrimental to you in your future. It is very uncomfortable. In fact, so uncomfortable that you can actually feel like you're going through that same traumatic experience again. And that's why a lot of people don't want to do that. No one wants to feel like that helpless little girl, that helpless little boy that couldn't defend themselves when they were younger against whatever it was. No one wants to feel like that spouse that was kept in the dark and lied to time and time and time again from an unfaithful lover. No one wants to feel like anything that was used and abused and they felt helpless to the situation or in the dark about the situation. But the reality is, the bottom line is that those feelings must be felt so that they can be worked through, and then you can get over them, or at least process them better and apply them to your life. So a lot of times what ends up happening is that is a low level of energy to be on. And that's where these energies and entities come in and try to play on that. And if you don't know that you're being spiritually attacked in that way, your vessel, your mind, your spirit will be open to those spiritual attacks. You know how it has been stated that we are fighting not against flesh and blood, but against principalities? Well, that's what that is, a principality. It's usually a lower form of energy that jumps from vessel to vessel that is open and susceptible to that energy. It's that movie that Denzel Washington and John Goodman, I believe, played in. I can't think of the name right now. But when that entity kept jumping from vessel to vessel and singing that song, "Time is on my side, yes it is." And that entity was mocking Denzel by doing that to let them know that it's a different body, but that same entity, stalking them, harassing them, reminding them that they're in their presence whether they want them to be or not, trying to take them down, trying to take them out. And if they can't do that, just being so much of a nuisance and an annoyance just because they can, just because that's what they do, that's who they are. So sometimes we have to remind ourselves that it's not the body of the person that we're dealing with the entity that is inside of them. And it's either going to be for you or it's going to be against you. Whether it's going to be negative or positive, because birds of a feather do what? Flock together. Lower level energy has nothing to feed on amongst each other. So if it has nothing on its plate, it can't eat. But if you have something on your plate and it can get a hold of it, it's going to do whatever it's made to do, it was designed to do, to get that plate from you so they can have one. And they're not going to have any qualms about it. However they choose to go about getting it, they don't care. They don't care if it hurts you or if it affects you. They weren't designed to care. They're not givers, they're takers. Liars, deceivers, and destroyers, and that's what they do, and that's who they are, and who they will always be. Unless that vessel starts protecting their energy and truly wants to be something different, then that lower entity will leave them because they can't live in a vessel that does not align with them. So when you say your prayers, don't stand up there like you putting on a damn show. The Most High is not silly. And the Most High is not a man that the Most High should lie. And you can't lie to the Most High. So speak as if you are speaking to a person that's in front of you. Sit in a tub of water with salt and lemons and limes and help to restore and replenish and draw out things from your body that would be magnetic to lower level energies, to lower level foods and things like that. Start changing your diet and purifying what you can out your body as much as you can. It's a process. Start exercising more, even if it's walking around the block a few times. These are all positive things to do. So it's going to block negative energies, because negative energies don't like positive things to do. They don't like positive people unless they can take from them. And they only hold up but so long because they can't hold up but so long. Know that these energies can come in the form of your family, of your friends, of your co-workers, and they'll smile in your face just long enough to get something from you, because that's all they was there for in the first place. If your mind is not clear and your vessel is not clear, when you go to sleep, they'll attack you spiritually. They'll come in the form of night terrors, they'll come in the form of nightmares, and they will come in the form of what they call sleep paralysis. No, baby, those are all attacks because you weren't clear. And sometimes they come in those same attacks because you are clear. So let's be clear about that. Because you can see, because you can hear, because you can feel in dimensions beyond this one. So no, you're not crazy. Yes, you did hear what you heard. Yes, you did see what you saw. Yes, you did feel what you felt. And those senses are given to us for our protection. So use them. Because once the veil is off, it doesn't go back on. And even if the lower level energy hops around, still stay away from that open vessel, because it's open for that energy to hop around. That's why it's not okay to hang around people, places, and things that don't serve you if you don't have to. And trust me, you'll get to know who that energy and who that entity is, because they'll keep singing that same song. It's your girl.